Hello there! I'm Aimee DeRoehn of Road Home Empower Yoga. We have another show for you. Come on into Child's Pose. Child's Pose is where we're going to start, not where we're going to end up. At the same time, remember that Child's Pose is available to you anytime you feel you need it. In your Child's Pose, your forehead drops. Your hips sit back towards your feet. And if your hips are tight, well, then the hips aren't going to sit very low. Again, you're just starting out. So where you started is never where it's going to end up. But acknowledge where you start. Acknowledge where you start. Acknowledge that every breath and every movement will move you beyond. And that's the goal. To not keep you where you started, not to keep you stuck, but to move you into the new. Take a big breath in. Out with it. Stretch your arms out in front of you. All the way out in front of you. And with your arms straight out, lift your elbows and forearms off the floor. And with the elbows and forearms off the floor, push the hands into the ground. Bring yourself up onto your hands and knees. Setting it up so the shoulders, the wrists, the elbows all in a line. The knees and hips in a line. The feet hip-width apart. Drop your belly. And as you breathe in, look up. And as you exhale fully the breath, the chin presses to the chest, the belly hugs the spine, tailbone will lengthen toward the feet. Drop your belly, let it melt. Inhale, exhale, round, just like an angry cat. Inhale, drop your belly, move your shoulders back, put a smile on your face. Exhale, round. And you're going to breathe in, let your belly melt. And you're going to exhale, round it. But let the exhale move you into that pose. Good. And go ahead and take yourself back to center. And take your right arm out in front of you, palm facing the side wall. Your left leg is straight back. You're going to flex this foot. So you're going to push like crazy into your that foot like it's against a wall. And the inner thigh spins up. And you don't want the leg higher than hip level. And then you want to really activate your core. Exhale, please. Right elbow to left knee. By pulling the core in, you'll have stability and then balance. Inhale, length, 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 stretch out. Exhale, pull it tight, elbow to knee, knee into elbow. Length, hand to the floor, knee down. Left side, inhale, fingertips lengthen. Right leg straight back and hug it in, elbow to knee. Breathe it in. Breathe out, elbow to knee, chin down. Hug in that belly, hug it in. Just don't rely on the limbs. Go right into the source, the core. Length on it, breath in, stretch, stretch, stretch. And bring it to the floor. Downward facing dog. Your palms spread into the ground, your finger bones root down. Right there at the base of the knuckle, you want to press in right there. And you're going to press your quads back into your hamstrings, your shins against your calves. And you start lengthening the heels toward the ground. When really getting that exhale out, we'll start to let things go. Most of us, we don't exhale that fully. And we don't breathe in that much. And things kind of get tripped up, like the wires get tripped up within us. So you focus on your breath coming in. And when you've really taken it all in, now exhale fully out. Bend your right knee as your left heel stretches down toward the floor. And bend your left knee as your right heel lengthens. Let your hips move a little bit side to side. So every movement is deliberate. And we have a short time to do the work. And having just a short amount of time really plugs us in. Walk, feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Forward fold, breathe out, knees soften, folding forward, chin down. Rooting down into the floor with your feet. Squeeze your legs strong. Root right down to rise up. Look up. Exhale, hands to your heart, chest to your thighs, bow forward. Find a full breath in, halfway lift. And bend your knees, step back to a high plank. Look forward. Now as you press your heels straight back, your thighs lift, tailbone tilts, and the shoulders soften. Pull the chest a little more forward while letting your shoulders slide down your back. Look forward, breathe in. Exhale low. Up facing dog. Down facing dog. Shake your head no. Shake your head no. Shake it yes. Lift up your heels as you breathe in. Just let your breath go free and the feet let go. You start realizing you're moving in sync to the breath. The breath is leading your movements. It's not that you're in the movements and you're just kind of breathing here and there. No, it's full on. Inhale. Exhale out. Pull the belly tight. Lift up your heels. Float to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Pull the chest forward. Push your butt back. Exhale, forward fold. Chin down. Feet pressed down. Belly pulls in. Inhale, rise up, 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 and away. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, flat back to a high plank position. Exhale, low push-up. Elbows hug the body, but there's still a little space. Upward dog. Really press down through the tops of the feet and like you're pushing the feet away from you. Pull the hips forward. Exhale, downward facing. So when we start really cultivating Ujjayi breath, and breathe with me while I speak, we cultivate Ujjayi breath, something bigger happens than just having a workout. The breathing will stir up the pot internally, and the exhales clear of anything that comes up to be cleared. But when we start breathing bigger, it's like we start getting serious about the practice. And we start getting more serious about life. We start aligning with a vision, with a higher purpose. Because we start recognizing everything else feels empty. Take a big breath in. Empty it out. And the secret is that when you get serious about life, life gets serious about you. Walk, feet to your hands. Feet together, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Reach up all the way. On a breath in, push your feet into the floor. Hug your thighs off the knees. Bend the knees, exhale, bow forward. Breathe in, flat back. to a high plank. In high push-up, close your eyes. Exhale yourself into low push-up. Breathe in, upward dog. Big exhale out, downward facing dog. Take your right foot forward, plant it down, back foot pressing flat. Press through the outer edge of the back foot and reach up. And you press your right knee open, and you set your eyes at one spot, and you go into breath. And whatever comes up really doesn't matter. Whatever discomfort comes up doesn't matter. You breathe into it. You move through discomfort. You soften towards resistance. And that's how you grow past it. Breathe a little more. Sink a little lower. Stretch your arms up and back. Where'd your breath go? Where are you? Exhale to the floor. High plank. Low push-up. Up dog. Exhale, full on, downward facing dog. Take your left foot forward, your back foot flat. Reach up. Your eyes set. And they're set, but you're not checked out. And if you're breathing, you'll stay really plugged in. And that authenticity will show up in your sight. Breathe. And the focus has a purpose. The focus is to just keep you with breath. You're strengthening the legs, that's a given. But you're building something internally as well. Good. Stretch up as you breathe in. Exhale, take it back. Meet the floor with your hands. High plank, hug in the belly. Low push-up. Pause. In breath, up dog. Out breath, downward dog. Breath in. Free and clear. Breath in. Bigger exhale. Jump, feet to your hands. Breathe in, halfway. Empty the breath, fold forward. Bend your knees, sit your butt low. Take your hands, clasp them at your low back. Pull your knuckles down, hug your shoulders down. Let your chest pull up through your shoulders. Sit lower. Stretch your heart higher. Exhale, fold forward. Sweep the arms straight up. Utkatasana again. Reach high. Fingertips reaching toward the ceiling. Just sweep up. Bend the knees. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. Step back, high plank. Low push up, exhale. Up facing. Down facing. Right foot warrior one. Reach up. And let's just do a warrior dance. Exhale, warrior two. Breathe in, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Lifting out of your bottom shoulder. Use that right arm to press the right knee open. Lengthen the fingertips of the left hand over your head. Come back to warrior two. Eyes, land them. Breath, let it be. Reverse. Cartwheel down. Move it through. High plank. Low plank. Up dog. Downward facing. Bend your left knee. Step it forward. Warrior one. Reach up on a breath in. Empty the breath. Warrior two. Reversing. Extended side. Lengthen the right fingertips over your head, but then go to your back foot and press through the back foot. And if you press through the back foot in the right amount, the whole rest of the body will just shoot forward. And you're breathing and you're creating space. So exhale out where that in that space things got stagnant, stuffy. Breathe. And then go ahead, warrior 2 again. Hear the in-breath bring you into a reverse warrior. See what you see above you. And move it through. High plank. Low plank. Up dog. Out breath. Down dog. Taking your right foot forward. And your left foot steps up to meet your right. Halfway lift, inhale. On the out breath, clasp your hands behind you. Fold forward as you remember. I exhale. And that creates that movement. And you're there. Good. Now take your arms, release them. Wrap your arms around your calves. Lengthen halfway up, breath in. Breath out, fold. Come all the way up to stand. Let's take just a few balance poses. Take your right arm underneath your left. Knees will bend. And you're going to take the right leg up, but you want the right foot to be flexed. And you're going to press it on your left thigh. You're going to set your eyes at one spot. And you're going to breathe. Your belly button will square up to the front of the room. You move your shoulders back. Let your spine get lifted as the shoulders drop down and press away. Sink down. Big sweep up. Left arm and left leg. Your eyes at one spot. You're breathing at the base of the throat. You'll sit lower and you'll sweep up. Hands pull down to your heart. Okay, taking your right knee up. Take your, interlace your fingers and your pointer fingers pressed together right over your head. Set your gaze at one spot. Keep the eyes there and press the foot back. As you reach out, you're stretching out through the arms. Hug the shoulder heads into their socket. Lift up your heart. See what you see. And come on up. Bend your left knee. Flex your left foot. Hug your arms in towards your ears. So you move, but with integrity. Otherwise, you're just playing around. Kick the leg back. Your eyes are on one spot. Where's your breath? Whenever you lost the breath, you're like, oh, I've lost it. Like, the meaning is lost. The message is lost. The gift is lost. And it just feels like more work. Come on up. Stretch your arms over your head. Push your feet into the floor. Hug your thighs off the knees. Hands to your heart. Tree pose. Bring your right foot to your inner left ankle, calf, or the thigh. Where's your eyes? Go to your breath. Big breath in. Let your shoulders sit right over your hips. When we first start out in yoga, It's like we burn off excess energy. And it's excess energy that creates procrastination, creates resistance, creates distraction. And if there isn't one, we'll look for one. So notice that. Notice you come to yoga and you burn off the excess energy and you're left with what you need. And plant roots with that. Make peace with that. You burn off some of the excess, then you can really be in a vital body. Interlace your fingers over your head. Press straight up while you root down through the left foot and you hug the left thigh. Take your arms and shoulders back behind you. And release. Tree on the other side. So you bring the left foot to your right ankle, calf, or thigh. You feel your left hip drop. Like just sits back in its hip socket. Because if the hip's higher than the other, our balance is thrown off. So we're aligning. We're aligning. The natural balance is there. Align with what naturally fits. And it takes so much of the work out. It takes so much of the have to out. And it just is. And it just naturally fits. In your tree pose, breathe for 3 more breaths. Your tailbone lengthens towards your bottom heel. That irons out the low back. And then the spine is in line. And there's your balance too. Release. Feet together at the front edge of your mat. Bend your knees and drop the hips lower. Take your hands to your heart. Breathe in. Take the left elbow to the outer right thigh. Prayer twist. So left elbow to the outer right thigh. Now, step your left foot straight back so you're on the ball of the left foot. It's just a different way to come into crescent lunge. But you lift the back thigh up. And bottom fingertips to the floor, inside or outside the front foot. Upper hand reaching. And go ahead and take your right hand to catch hold of your right ankle. Turn your back foot flat. Press the right knee open, left arm reaching, left lung peeling open. Look up, back to the floor. Move through high to low or meet in down dog. When you're ready, walk feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, drop your butt, reach up. Hands to your heart, prayer twist. Right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Right leg straight back behind you. And with the right leg straight back, you're now in that crescent lunge. You just got there in a new way. Teaches us any road can get us where we're going to end up anyway. Twist it out. Move into with the arms open. Right foot flat. Move into warrior 2. Reverse. Hear the exhale. Move the left hand to catch hold of that ankle. Look up. Peel the upper shoulder and upper lung back as you exhale fully. The work will be done for you. And hands to the floor. High plank. Low plank. Up dog. Down facing dog. Big breath in. Exhale out. Bring your knees to the floor. Make your way out onto your butt. While you're out onto your butt, lie out onto your back. And we'll keep going with the few minutes we have left. So while you're on your back, you're going to take your legs straight up to the sky. Now flex your feet. And I want you to open the legs wide into a big straddle. You're going to take your palms together in between your thighs. And you're going to get all your air out. Take a breath in. And come up. And we're going to take 10, 9, upper back and shoulders, head off the ground. 7, 6, set your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 more. Lift up a little higher than you did for that first 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. We'll finish out with some bicycles. Flex your feet, hands behind your head, elbows to the sides. The hips and the knees stay in a line. So let the elbow come closer to the knee rather than the knee to the elbow. Twist, right elbow, reach it, press it toward that left knee, right leg straighten straight out in front of you, and side to side. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, still very much breathing. 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Big squeeze. Rock side to side. Awesome. Take your right ankle, cross it over your left thigh. And hugging. So the right ankle over the left thigh. Hug the back of the left thigh towards your chest. Hug your knee towards your chest. Head on the ground. You're lengthening your chin towards your chest. It's going to create more length in the neck. Sometimes we'll need like something under our head, like a little pillow, a phone book, or a block. Both feet are flexed. Press through the ball of the pinky toe side of the foot. Breathing in. And pressing the right knee away from you a little bit. Switch sides. So the Ujjayi breath resets our focus. Have more of an inward focus. Redirects things. Otherwise, our energy is scattered all over the place. And we'll jump around from one thing to the next because there's like nothing we take seriously. So I love this practice because it gets us to start waking up to what's important to us, who is, and stand up for that. Stand for something instead of falling for anything. Big breath in. Breathe it away. Flatten your feet on the ground. Knees bend. Go ahead and take your left leg out on the ground. Right knee hugs in. Take the leg across the body, finishing out with a supine twist. So your knee goes one way and your chin goes in the opposite direction. Other side. So you come back, you switch legs up. Still with integrity, finishing out with integrity. And you're strengthening integrity. Come back to center. Legs on the ground. Shavasana.